Hello. Hello, everyone who's not here yet because I didn't have an opening screen. But hello to the VOD viewers, I guess. Be the biggest one. I gotta tweet this out. Fun fact, when I tweet out my streams, I manually type the URL for my Twitch page every time. And someday, I'm anticipating that I get it wrong. Malambus, thank you, the 23rd. We are here for, of course, Survivor. Not at the usual setup here. Ella, the 18 months, thank you. But we will make do. Can still watch Survivor. Can still occasionally podcast. Plushies are arriving. Yes. I've seen some tweets. I've got some messages. Danny, think of the 24th. Skull. Think of 5th. It seems they are arriving. It happened very quickly. I heard, like, somebody was like, "Hey, I just my plushie just told me it shipped," and then like I felt like the same day people were like, "My plushie just arrived." It's wild. Lauren, thank you. The 44th in a row. Appreciate that. Lena with 49 in a row. It's super exciting to see the plushies out in the wilds. My little kitten. He's just everywhere. He's going to so many different homes. Is the audio really low? Mic volume is low. What if I get right in it? Nowhere man, thank you the 44th. Mic volume is low. What can I do to boost that? Let's see. How is that? Is that any better? Yeah, you may need to just turn me up. Volume in general is something I gotta work on. You received the plushie today? Yes. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty worried. I was just like, I really hope everything goes all right with the plushies. So I'm very happy that Not only is everything all right, they're coming early. The estimate was mid-October. Trisher with 55. Thank you so much. Other editions of the Callus plushie. Mitch, thank you for the 73rd. I did talk to some people at Fourth Wall during TwitchCon. And they were pitching me on, like, you know, other things, other custom fun things. Which maybe we'll look into eventually, but I think the Callus plushie was kind of like the thing that I cared about. Remixing the BB live feed update song. Would love to know the name. The name of the song it's from, you mean? $14. Thank you for the 6 month. Man, when you get to 14, it's going to be great. All right. Episode is starting. That's what we got. I have to build an army around me, says Asia. I have the numbers. Dolores, thank you for the 42nd. Big Juice with 23. That was a big moment for Asia in the previously on. Stacks, thank you for the 55th. Kendall with 18. Predictions might be a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie. Cookie, thank you for the 26th. Yeah, we could try to have the mods run predictions. That's possible. Also, I just put a noise gate on the audio, so let me know if it's awful. Ice, thank you for the 59th. Tuku. Let's run commercial by 5:13. Let's see. 5th. Oh my god, I forgot how many in a row it was last time. I was thinking 3, and no, it was 5. 13. It's Titan with 53 in a row. Thank you. Genmo with 45. Fiction live. You don't have my. Right now it is 5:04. Boom. Fuck. People think Lozite. Focusing. I. Auntie. Think. I mean, trying to get a better sleeping situation seems pretty important. Look at Andy still being a narrator. I still think he's screwed, but Scientifically and mathematically. Ew. Oof. Oof. The chopping followed by, ooh, I think you're hot. And that works. Oof. Boom. Commercial. That wasn't really commercial. Look at that. Thank you for the 66th. Noise gate is a little too strong. Let me see if I can. How's this? What if I talk a little more quietly? Okay, yeah, that's gotten me out. Kansas, thank you for the 40th. Prediction for commercial is yes. There was a commercial. And now, if I'm quiet, it's keeping me. But what if I have the episode on? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think I found the sweet spot. Okay. Next prediction. Does Asia get a confessional? Yes, no. So I think the 14th. When we talk like Manu. What is this? The summit? Where's the mountain keeper? We did drop a summit podcast. If you're interested. Is the summit on after this? Is that what's happening? Is the summit on after Survivor? There's been like 15 different airings of the summit. Yeah, okay. The premiere of the summit airs, I think, for the second time after Survivor right now? Or is this the sneak preview? I don't even know anymore. It is the second time. Okay. If you haven't watched it already, it will be on after this. You can then listen to the podcast that Rob Chappelle and I recorded about the summit. Additionally, the Circle finale dropped today. We have coverage from that, for that as well. Summit, I would say, is better than you think it would be. Would be my current explanation. And there's hope. I would say that it has given hope to me that it might even get better than currently. Like, there's a chance that it ends up being really good. But we'll have to wait and see. But I'm curious to see. And yes, we also, the jet lag finale dropped today on YouTube. Episode's back, by the way. Sasha and I recorded a season recap of Jet Lag Season 11, Tag 3. If you've been asking for jet lag coverage, make sure you watch and or listen. Instant Asia. Oh, I don't want all of Asia's content to be anti-Rome. I need her to get something else. It's funny to me how things can be edited. I'm sure Rome is annoying. Obviously, I trust Asia's judgment. But like the clips themselves are not that bad. It's just in the context of everyone else talking smack, it seems worse. Large personality person. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, there's the annoying. Genevieve with a confessional. Not them fighting via confessional. Oh boy. Listen, it takes a lot to rile Asia up. It's not that crazy to have not eaten watermelon. This reaction is so over the top. I don't know what that is. What do you? Is it really that surprising that a 24-year-old bro has not broadened his food horizons? Like, I feel like this is pretty common. Peter BB Can was. Listen, that one was interesting. I don't hate that. I don't hate this. I mean, the shot in the dark is not that useful. To use it to build trust is probably more valuable. It's better than leaving the idol there. Certainly. Let's go. Good Kyle content. I'm telling you, they were protecting him last episode. Now it's time for Kyle to shine. I got some Genevieve. I got some Kyle here. Andy's thriving. Cascus, thank you for the 14th. That actually makes sense from Gabe. I don't hate. Listen, Gabe had a little bit of a rough start, but I don't hate how he's playing. Except it didn't work. Look at Kyle making moves. Sue is like, you gave me valuable information. Way to kill the vibes, bro. I'm all about the positive. I'm on that Sigma female grind. Sue, what do I do with you? Who's on the boat? We doing an island trip? We doing Advantage Island? You know, it'd be really cool. I'd love to be the boat guy. Just rock up in a boat, hand over a note, watch them all talk, make deals, and then one of them comes with you. Will make me feel like the ferryman in Hades or something. Not Rome winning. Asia believes he has something in his pocket. Does that mean that Teeny has still not told anyone else? Or is that just like a story thing where like we haven't seen Teeny say something yet, so we're being vague? What a great segment for me. I feel like I don't want to be tricked into thinking they're not going to vote out Andy, but it actually seems a tiny bit promising. Okay. Prediction. Um how many people should we do how many people lose their vote or how many people get an advantage? Let's do how many people lose their vote. Is it 0, 1, 2, or 3? And we will be kind and we will say that this runs until we find out, until Advantage Island runs its course. So even if there's no Advantage Island next segment for some reason, um, we'll keep the prediction going. I agree. I don't think the Asia stuff is Katura yet. I mean, Katura was only getting Bruce content like up past the merge. Um, and this does feel like a fairly cohesive, all agreed upon thing. It doesn't feel like it's just an Asia thing. It just feels like Asia is the spokesperson for it. Um, so I'm not too concerned. All right, prediction is up. How many people lose their vote? 0, 1, 2, or 3? I was thinking that it was interesting that they showed in the previously on some stuff, but I feel like it still makes sense that this is such a Rome focused storyline. Makes me feel like Red still probably doesn't go to tribal. Um, they're really hyping up Andy's tribe for a vote, and they're certainly hyping up the Kyle tribe as well. So, Jackie gifting 5 subs. I apologize. I do not have a soundboard for you, but wow, a 5. It still does feel to me like Red is probably the safest right now, at least. I have no idea how I would do 10. Oh boy. Okay, here's the thing about yellow. We have gotten one side of where the okay, for red, we've gotten everyone wants Rome out, but they don't know how. On yellow, I think it's there's a movement to take out Annika, but no real counter to that. We're back. We're back. And then on blue, I think it is. There's Kyle stuff. There's Sue stuff. There's Tiana stuff. That makes me feel like it might be blue again. I hope it's TK is a wild thing to say. Lucky was 6 months in advance. Thank you for that confidence. Oh, I didn't realize. How is Kyle being strategic in confessionals while still sounding like the nicest guy on the planet? Rome's confessional position. Okay, this is a tip for you on Survivor. If you're like this, hold on, I need to be able to see myself. If you're like this in your confessional and they're like, "Oh, great. Hold that one for us." You know what your edit is. Watch out. Ooh. I'm probably picking twice. Not gonna lie. Probably picking twice. Let's give Kyle an advantage. No, Kyle. You got this. Pick again. Losing one, you might as well lose two. He's stopping. No, Kyle. Wow, they both stuck with one lose. That's two. Rome gets it. It's not a Monty Hall problem. No, I don't. I do not believe so. I'd still do it though. Survivor Rome. All right, two people lost their votes. Um, so because here's the thing: if you pick one and you have to pick one and you lose your vote, you're now in a position where it's like, okay, I'm coming at this fresh. The next pick is I can choose either I lose one not one more, I will lose one vote, or I will gain an advantage, or I will gain an advantage and gain a vote. Why is Max so weird? Um, how do I turn that off? I've had numerous thumbs downs while podcasting. Um, so basically the thing here is you have a 50-50 chance. If you hit, you get an advantage and you gain a vote. If you lose one vote. So like in my opinion, that second draw is definitely worth it. You gain a lot more than you lose by hitting a 50-50. I think the problem is that once you've lost one vote, it feels like you've already lost too much. You don't want to have to risk any more and lose even more. But the odds are the same. It's still 50-50. You've already lost your vote. There's no changing that. So I feel like you just go. I believe, unless I misunderstood, I believe if you get the advantage on the second go, you gain your vote back. That's what I interpreted at least. If that's wrong, then it is a different calculus. How do you turn off Mac camera gestures? Oh, we're back. We're back. Do it next time. Oh, did we do another prediction? I don't think I did. That's fine. We'll do it next time. I assume that she's not telling me the truth. And if so, why isn't she telling me the truth? I better be engaged when I get home. Kyle tells the truth. Annika lies. Oh, but she told Sierra. Do you have the note? This is actually dangerous for Asia. Oof. I mean, I can't really argue with Teeny there. I feel like the dude's got an idol. Like he's got the one-time use idol, right? The he has to play at the first tribal he goes to. So he's already locked safe for one tribal. He additionally has a steal a vote, which means that he can survive one and then get 2 out of 5 votes in the next one. So if he does have Genevieve, then he controls the votes in the following round too. So that is that is rough. That is a rough position to be in. All right, let's run a prediction here. Let's say do we get to the immunity challenge? Yes, no. Is the immunity challenge the next segment? It does feel like red could go to tribal now to me. There's definitely enough there for them to go to tribal. Emo, thank you for the third. I would say in general, this episode feels like the most balanced. Um, it really feels like any tribe could go right now. This does feel like dangerous for Asia. Obviously situationally, but also like edit wise. You could definitely see a world where like this is an Asia boot episode. So let's hope that they win immunity. Because the thing is, it just can't be Rome. He has an idol he has to play. And if it's not Rome, they've given us no other options so far. Which honestly makes me feel like maybe red doesn't go to tribal. Because it might be a little too obvious. Like, where else does the vote go here? Unless it's Genevieve, but she's still barely been in the episode. It could theoretically be Saul, but like I don't even feel like I know him either. You could definitely like throw him in the mix. It just doesn't feel it doesn't feel super built up yet. All right, I think we're coming back. Oh, I forgot to look up how to turn all the video stuff off. I'm looking for how to turn the gestures off. I'm a telehealth provider. Today, balloons went up while a patient was talking about a tragic situation. Oh boy. Is there actually no way to turn? People are saying there's no way to turn it off. That would be wild. All right, we're back. You can turn it off. Do do. Shocking. So this is a yes on the immunity. Let's run a prediction that is which tribe comes in second place in the immunity challenge? Is it blue, red, or yellow? Looking for second place. Should see a green camera icon at the top. Turn off reactions. Oh, there you go. Nice. Thank you. Wait, what are these other things? Studio light. Is that better? I can't even tell. It kind of is. That's weird. It's not often that I would use a filter like that and feel like it actually makes things look better. Nah, Jeff. If I'm there, it still looks fun to me. I guarantee it. The ocean is definitely not a swimming pool. Genevieve has a great smile. That's why you apply. Uh oh. Oh God, is Andy gonna tank this? Is Rome gonna tank it? I feel like they're setting it up so somebody's about to tank this. Ooh, Andy's a good rope climber. Or sorry, Kyle, I meant. Ah, Genevieve looking for an advantage on the bench. I love it. Oh no. It's Andy that's gonna tank it. Yeah, you knew it was gonna be someone. Kyle crushing. No, don't fall on the balance beam. Ooh. All right, yellow's going to tribal. The thing is gonna be no good. It's gonna be Andy's too much of a liability. Do we vote him out, or are we gonna stick to our divide? He slammed his knee into that, by the way. That looked rough. Oh jeez. Yeah, he needs to crawl, but he slammed his knee when he fell. Ooh. Keyshawn's having a real rough time on that balance beam. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Come on, Red. Did they just like overestimate how difficult it would be to unclip the one in the water? Because the balance beam one seems actually much harder. Blue's working on a puzzle. Oh my god, they both dove head first. I was not expecting that. Oh, she dipped her toe in the water. Come on, there's still a big puzzle left. They're not that far behind. Come on. No, Teeny. Oh. Damn. Now they're pretty far behind. This looks like a tough puzzle. Maybe not. They're making a lot of progress. All right, come on. It's a lot of progress by both blue and yellow right now. Come on, Asia. That does not go there. Yellow's crushing right now. This looks tough. Rome, chill. Wow, they're so far ahead. This is not going to be close. Even Rob is calling that they're going to tribal. Yellow wins. How did that happen? They were getting lapped. That's wild. This is like the most amount of time they've spent on a challenge that was over like 2 minutes ago. Ooh. Blue. Blue gets second place. All right, sorry, Saul. Sorry, Saul, but it's your time. Oh my god, Elsbeth walking out for that promo freaked me out. I was literally like, who is that person walking on water? What's happening on the feeds right now? How do you think at the 43rd? No way is Cam getting Chelsea to flip on Rubina. Cam can't miss. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to make sure that we stay locked on what Chelsea brings to MJ about this though, because that's a tough sell back to MJ. Arrow, thank you for the 34th. Next prediction, let's do does anyone say idle? They're not going to blindside MJ. That's a wild play. That's a wild play on Chelsea's part. That would be so ridiculous. Why in the world would she consider that? Are you kidding me? All right, give me a second. I'll be I'll be right back. Oh boy. Oh boy. I gotta check this out. If that actually happens, I swear my draft is blessed by the Big Brother gods. It's literally been every single week. It's looked like one of them is gonna go. I'm looking like 15 minutes ago. She was ranting about Cam to the cameras. All right, we're back. We're back. Come on, Teeny. You know you want Asia in here. I mean, you could vote Genevieve out, and then his steal a vote doesn't matter. You don't actually have to work with him. Teeny coming in clutch right now. This feels too like locked in though. Like this feels too early to be locked in on Saul. Saul calling him out. Oh my god, Rome crumbled under that. Man, some people just have it in them. Just call somebody out with a straight face and watch them crumble. Draw the continent of Asia? Did I hear that right? I made him feel really good. This is a decent pitch to Asia, I'm not gonna lie. Asia, this is a losing battle. It's a reasonable argument given what they've presented. Okay, listen. I think we needed we needed a reason to doubt. That was our reason to doubt. If it had just been all Saul all the time, it couldn't have been Saul. That was our last minute like, oh, it could be Asia, which obviously needed to happen. I don't love that they brought it back to Rome. Um but like what are they going to do? Go to Rome now and make the pitch to him? I feel like my gut is telling me Asia's good here, but I mean obviously it could go either way. I've been wrong plenty of times. Part of me feels like I can't focus on the feeds. Another part of me feels like I need to focus on the feeds because my my anxiety is rising. Should we do let's just skip the prediction here. I do not have the mental capacity to focus on creating one. All right, what's happening on the feeds? Looks like Chelsea 18 minutes ago was pretty reluctant. If we make this move, this is how we would do it. Cam suggests telling MJ. Yeah, the blindsiding MJ is just a wild thought. I mean, Cam is lying to Chelsea here. Chemo has. I mean, yes, he's talked about needing to take MJ out, but he's also talked about needing to take Chelsea out. And he thinks that MJ beats Chelsea. Like he's saying, or sorry, he's saying that Chelsea beats MJ. She said, "What the heck?" in feeds cut. Okay, so we don't even know what she's really thinking necessarily. Seemed to me like Chelsea's still pushing back as of 12 minutes ago. She says she's down to make the move, but I'd need to watch it to see how I read Chelsea. It sounds like she's saying it to Cam. She actually will do it, but I don't know if it's the truth right now. They still want to talk to MJ, who's going to push back pretty hard, I think. Yeah, at least based on what I'm reading, I'm not like super sold on this yet. All right, we're back. We're back. Covering the chat. Oh. Okay, it does sound like Chelsea's on board. Let's focus on shot in the dark. I feel like that's a good thing for the edit to focus on. Because shot in the dark means Saul. The core four? Kind of a wild thing to say, no? Wasn't the whole point that you wanted Asia to feel included? I mean, I can see a world where they like I still don't understand why they don't vote out Genevieve. They say they're worried that he'll play the idol for her, but like I don't really believe that that will happen. It's weird to hear Jeff say Asia. Asia, what is this metaphor? God, this is making me so nervous. Can we get to the vote already? I mean, isn't there a world where this is all a show for Rome and they vote out Genevieve and then a steal a vote means nothing in the next round? That's an interesting thing that Asia said. Does Asia really feel like she got Teeny and Kishan back? Is it? Did she? It's possibly she pitched that plan. I mean, Genevieve has not been in this episode. It'd be wild for it to be Genevieve, but oh, you do it, Teeny. You know you can get Asia back. Listen, that looked like an S to me. Or a G. That did not look like how you start an A. That didn't even look close to an A, unless it was a lowercase a, in which case, what are you doing? Saul still looks surprised at that. I just feel that this is not Asia. Rome. That's Saul's vote. Genevieve, that's Asia's vote. Saul. It's Saul. No, wait. That could just be Rome and Genevieve, though. Oh, there is an Asia. And it's the continent. They could just be splitting. Come on. Fuck. Come on. Don't say third person. Fuck me. Oof. Oof. Oh, I really didn't think it would be. What do we watch on Wednesdays now? We going straight into a preview? That's not blood. Ugh. Ugh. Brutal. That was Teeny's vote for Saul. That's interesting. So I assume. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, obviously, from Asia. Um, what she thinks the issue was. Obviously, the edit presents it as she just wasn't open enough to voting Saul out, which I think is understandable. Like if they just vote Saul out there, then like Asia's screwed if they go to tribal again. Like there's actually nothing she can do. I mean, not necessarily, but like it's a rough spot. So I get trying to save Saul there. And this notion of like, well, if she's not down to vote out her ally, then she's not going to be willing to vote with us later is not, I think, a solid concept. Um, but that makes me feel like there's probably another reason it actually happened. I mean, I do think, being genuine, I think that we would say Asia does not get voted out there if not for the specific set of advantages that Rome gets between the one-time use idol and then the steal a vote that he gets in this episode. Like that was a really rough draw for her. I think that she clearly had the majority of the tribe on her side. Um, but at the end of the day, there was still an out, which was to vote out Genevieve, as she said. So what can you do? What a bummer. I mean, listen, it's a bummer for us. Again, what I will say is what I said at the start of the season, which is genuinely my hope for the season was that Asia would have a good experience. Um, and that, she would not come away from this feeling like she was misrepresented or like this was a disappointment for her. So, you know, that is what I am hoping for, and I hope that I hope she felt like she had a good experience. I hope she came away from it feeling good. Um, I mean, at the very least, especially for somebody out in the third episode, like she had a ton of airtime. Like she was very prominent in terms of the edit. She made some great content. Um, like definitely made a solid mark. And obviously, like nobody wanted to vote her out either, except for Rome. Yeah, I mean, she very much was the hero of that story. Like, I think you are supposed to, even if you don't, even if you're not, even if you didn't know Asia ahead of time, you are supposed to be disappointed with that vote. You are supposed to feel like, oh, that Rome. Um, Luna, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. So, you know, yeah. I mean, make sure you send some love to Asia. I'm sure she's felt it already, but make sure you send some more. And genuinely, just like the thing, I can't I can't pretend to know what she's feeling, nor could I like how she feels is going to be how I would feel. But I know that how I would feel is like I hope I didn't disappoint the people that were rooting for me. Like it's, I mean, even just like it's a bummer that she left. Like I would hate that like my performance cause people to feel disappointed, whether it's in me or in the show or whatever. So like for me, the thing I want her to feel, from me at least, is like, this was so cool just to see you there. Like there was no amount of time, performance, or whatever that would be disappointing. The fact that Jeff was talking about Asia at tribal council, the fact that she was like having confessionals, you know, zipping out some one-liners, like it was so cool, and I'm so happy she did it. Called a strategist, yeah. Yeah, and quite frankly, it is all Rob's fault for not letting me draft her, for sure. Do you see any of my draft team gone right now? Do you see what's happening on Big Brother right now? Rob's down to one play. Oh, right, he got grenaded too, didn't he? Oof. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't listened to the Taryn show interview that she did, definitely check it out. I mean, I think part of why Asia went on Survivor in the first place was like she's got a great life, you know? Like she like Survivor was like a cool experience to go do. So, Asia will remain crushing it for sure. Yeah, there's the link there. Taryn show with Asia. Now we just need to make sure we get her on another show for the sake of my draft. The Survivor 50 draft we did. We need to start a campaign, get Asia on more shows. That's the key. All right. Well, very much appreciate you guys hanging out here tonight. I hope that listen, I'm glad I watched it with you guys. I think we all probably feel this way, that like uh it was a lot better to be with company watching this. So hopefully you have a good rest of your night. Check out this the summit while you're here, you know, if you haven't already. If you want some summit coverage, we got that going on. Chappelle and I. Um, and then tomorrow, update, which might be talking about a potential flip. Tomorrow night, 2 hours of Big Brother. 2 hours. But hey, there might be a flip in there, so at least there's that. Yeah, the like something about the filter, I think, is like warping my arm. What if I turned it off? Like in low light? This okay, that's no, it's still just low light. This is weird. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, check out the jet lag podcast we did as well. Circle finale. There's lots of stuff happening right now, guys. Lots of it. Check out the Tastemakers. If you listen, consistently what I've been told about Tastemakers is that it's an underrated podcast that not enough people listen to. Over on the We Know Scripted TV feed. So, if you're one of those people that hasn't listened to it, get on that. All right. Anyway, thanks again for hanging out. I will see all of you tomorrow.